What if I told you that you don't need a spaceship, a warp drive, or a science fiction novel to explore alien worlds? Right here on Earth, hidden beneath extreme climates, unusual geology, and centuries of folklore, exist landscapes so bizarre that they challenge our understanding of nature. Places where water turns bone into stone, where the Earth has been burning non-stop for over 50 years, and where you can walk across a mirror that stretches into infinity. In this travel itinerary, we are taking you across 5 continents to explore the world's most unnatural, mysterious, and surreal locations. Pack your bags, leave your logic behind, and let's dive into the strange. Our journey begins hundreds of miles off the Horn of Africa in the Indian Ocean, landing on Socotra Island, a realm so distinct it feels completely disconnected from planet Earth. Because Socotra separated from mainland Africa millions of years ago, its evolutionary path diverged entirely. Over a third of its plant life exists nowhere else on the globe. The undisputed icon of this island is the dragon's blood tree, shaped like massive inverted umbrellas designed to capture moisture from ocean mists. Legend says the first tree grew from the blood of a wounded dragon, and when you cut into its thick bark, a deep red sap oozes out, a substance harvested for centuries as a rare dye, medicine, and ritual incense. Walking among these highlands under the stark white limestone cliffs feels less like a vacation and more like an expedition across a forgotten alien homeworld. Traveling southwest into East Africa, we arrive at Lake Natron in northern Tanzania, one of the most hostile water bodies on Earth. Fed by natural hot springs rich in sodium carbonate and mineral salts, this shallow lake reaches scorching temperatures up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit and an alkaline pH level similar to pure ammonia. During dry seasons, salt-loving microorganisms bloom across the water, dyeing the lake a deep crimson and blood red. But the true horror lies along its shores. Animals that submerge into its caustic waters and perish do not decompose normally. Instead, the extreme mineral concentration calcifies their corpses, effectively preserving them as eerie, petrified stone statues frozen in time. Despite this deadly environment, millions of lesser flamingos use the isolated salt islands as their primary breeding ground, thriving in a landscape where almost nothing else can survive. Leaving Africa, our itinerary takes us deep into the heart of Central Asia, across the barren, wind-swept Karakum Desert of Turkmenistan. Here, amidst endless sand dunes, lies a massive fiery abyss known locally as the Door to Hell. In 1971, Soviet engineers drilling for natural gas accidentally hit a subterranean cavern, causing the ground to collapse into a crater over 200 feet wide. Fearing the release of toxic gases, scientists decided to light the escaping methane on fire, assuming it would burn off in a few days. 55 years later, that flame is still roaring. Standing at the edge of this vast, glowing pit at night, listening to the roar of the fire and feeling the intense thermal waves beat against the desert cold, feels like staring straight down into the underworld. Crossing the ocean to the Okanagan Valley in British Columbia, Canada, we uncover a landscape that looks like a giant, liquid polka-dot canvas. Known to the indigenous Sialex nation as Kiluk, Spotted Lake is an extraordinary geological phenomenon packed with high concentrations of magnesium sulfate, calcium, and sodium. Throughout the cool seasons, it looks like a standard body of water. But as the blistering summer heat sets in, most of the water evaporates, exposing hundreds of distinct, colorful mineral pools. The remaining mineral deposits harden to form yellow, green, and bright blue circular basins surrounded by natural walking paths. Revered for centuries as a sacred site of healing, each pool is said to possess unique medicinal properties depending on its specific mineral blend. We conclude our voyage high in the Andes Mountains of southwest Bolivia at Salar de Uyuni, the largest salt flat on Earth, spanning over 4,000 square miles. Formed after the drying up of several prehistoric lakes, this expanse contains billions of tons of salt resting beneath a brilliant white crust. While breathtaking year-round, the real magic happens during the rainy season. When a thin layer of rainwater gathers across the perfectly flat crust, the entire region transforms into a single, seamless reflective mirror. The horizon disappears completely, blurring the line between earth and sky. Walking across this vast expanse creates the dizzying, awe-inspiring sensation of hovering in midair, floating directly through the clouds. From burning craters and petrifying lakes to endless sky mirrors, our world is far more strange and incredible than we often realize. Which of these 5 locations would you dare to visit first? Tell me your pick in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, give this video a like, share it with your favorite travel partner, and subscribe for more adventures into the world's greatest mysteries.